Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is the Death card. This is transformation. This is change, right? This is almost, to me, feels like the realization that the river of our life is starting to take a different course, you know? We're going to have to put this into some context. This is the most fundamental force in the universe, right? It doesn't mean literal death. Sometimes it could mean letting go of things in order to embrace what's coming, right? This is a card that says we want to be in harmony with what's going on. We want to be in harmony with the flow of change. Otherwise, we're going to get trampled by it, okay? So let's see what's going on here. Let's put out a few more cards. We've got a Princess of Cups. We've got the Fool. We've got a Queen of Cups. 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 10 of Cups, there we go, look at that, 2 of Swords, Queen of Swords, and Ace of Swords. There is something going on, I think, it kind of feels like there's a maternal energy in your life that is, we still have some issues there, right? I feel that there's still some kind of conflict going on between you and this older female energy. It could be mom, grandma, it could be mother-in-law, it could be an older sibling. It could be an older female energy at work, perhaps. But there's some kind of conflict going on, and I almost wonder if we're kind of even dreading, you know, the next day of our lives because we know we're going to have to go and be involved with this person and have whatever conflict this is, okay? But I feel as if there's something changing in there, right? I feel that there's actually maybe like some kind of cooperation that's taking place. There's a lot of air energy over here, right? A lot of air over here. A lot of really, honestly, a lot of water even in all these. Even this is air, right? And this is all water. Okay, so it really feels as if there's a lot of tension in this relationship, but I think it's because nobody's really talking about how they really feel. Like we're not really getting to the truth of the matter, right? Like what's really going on here? Why is there really such animosity here? Okay, we see at the very top of the path of the dove this fight energy. Okay, and so right now I kind of feel like we're just fighting just because that's what we do. We don't know, maybe we don't even remember why, right? But we're fighting, okay? And, you know, it could be a mom kind of energy, especially when we think of we have the Queen of Cups here, we have the Queen of Swords here, so it's both these kind of older female energies. And this one is kind of like, this is kind of somebody that might be like looming over you, telling you what you need, right? Telling you what you should be doing. This is somebody that feels like they can see the bigger picture and they need to tell you what you're doing wrong, really, is kind of the feeling here. So I feel as if we need to somehow reconcile this energy. We need to somehow like get out of this conflict because it's not doing anything for you. In fact, I think that what it is your real feelings are being kind of bottled up in this 10 of Cups, rather than being expressed in a way that's going to give you some relief and that's going to kind of get everything out in the open, that's going to give you a little bit of peace of mind here at the end with the Ace of Swords. I feel like we're just kind of, we're just being very defensive, but we're not really saying how we feel, okay? And I don't know if this is mom or if this is like an older sibling or who this is necessarily, but let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it down over here. And we're going to put Mr. Ed the Tiny Horse right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. And it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay. Let's look around. Now, the major arcana that we have, of course, we've got the Fool and we've got the Death card. These two right away are suggesting that this relationship, in some ways, it's over and done with, and you kind of want to just move on. You want to cut ties completely. You want to just get rid of that altogether and go a different way. And maybe that's maybe that's how you feel right now, that the only solution here is to get away from that person. So we've got that Death card suggesting that we just we let something go, right? And the Fool is kind of the feeling of freedom and moving forward after we let that go. Now we have this lightness, and we have this opportunity to kind of start fresh, right? Now, we could look at it that way and say, yeah, maybe this is just literally just kind of cutting contact with this person and not talking to them ever again, completely like blocking them from your life, right? But I wonder if there is a deeper issue here that needs to be let go of, you know? So now we're not really taking it literally so much. Now we're kind of looking at this Princess of Cups a little bit. And I'm wondering, is there something that you're holding on to that is making you still very angry at this person? Maybe there's something else we have to let go of in order to kind of start fresh, to feel as if we're lighter and we're not so burdened by whatever it is. It feels there's some emotional issue here. Okay? And maybe this is a maternal energy. Maybe this is something, you know, from years ago, from childhood or something like that. But I feel like the current issue is that they feel they know what's best for your life, right? That they, you know, I don't feel like you don't like being told what to do, okay? And I feel as if this person is trying to tell you what to do, trying to behave as if they know what's best for you, that they can see things out in the world that you can't see, and therefore they know and they have some sort of right to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, you know? And I don't think you like that. I don't think anybody would. So we've got our fire. We definitely have the water energy. We have the air energy for sure. What we don't have is the earth energy, because I don't think we know exactly how to handle this yet. We don't know exactly what the next move is going to be. I do see that there is a peace of mind that's out there for you. And I feel as if the Death card is saying that we've got to let go of this underlying emotional issue. There's some sort of resentment here that's leading you into looking at everything as a fight. And it's kind of like that. It's kind of like just the thought of this person makes you mad, you know? And there's a way to let go of that. And I know you can feel that. You've got this Fool energy down beneath the surface. And the Fool, could literally be interpreted as, I'm looking to just go a different way, start over. I'm done with that person. I'm going to go and live my life somewhere else without them, And yeah, that's one way that you could do it, sure. But I don't know if that's going to give you really the kind of peace of mind that you want. That's not really going to be freedom, right? Because I think you're still holding on to something. And so the Fool, I think, in this case is kind of saying, look, we know that we need to start over. We need to be fresh and light and free, right? The Fool has no baggage. The Fool is wandering through the universe, doesn't have a care in the world, is not taking anything with it, is not taking anything personally, doesn't have any luggage, right? But the Princess of Cups is holding on to something that it seems like it's from childhood. And it feels like this is a kind of mother to child type of relationship. I feel like there's something that you're holding on to. All right. Now, the Six of Swords in the future position, I think is really a deeper conversation that's being had between the two of you. Because right now it seems like in the immediate present tense there is just conflict. There's bickering, there's fighting. It's just, we can't really talk to each other, right? We get in the same room and we're just, it's just not good. But if there is a way forward, it's through having a kind of heartfelt conversation. Now, this is the Six of Swords, and those swords, that conversation, those words go right to the center, right to the heart in the middle of it. So we're not mincing words. We're not beating around the bush. We're being very sincere. We're being very direct, and we're saying, this is how I feel and this is why. Okay? And so this is kind of, this is us trying not to react emotionally. And we're not trying to get back into the 5 there. We're trying to stay with a 6. We're trying to listen and speak. We're trying to receive the sincerity from the other person, and we're trying to be sincere as well. We're trying to stick to the plan. Even if this thing gets derailed and it starts kind of devolving, we got to get back on track. We got to stick to the plan. Because I feel you're never going to have any closure, you're never going to have any peace of mind unless you're able to say what you need to say. Unless this thing that we're holding on to, we're able to express it and let it go. We're able to, get it out on the table and come what may. And maybe the person's not going to receive that conversation very well. Maybe they don't want to hear it. That's on them. But you're going to feel a lot better for having expressed yourself rather than keeping all of this bottled up. See, we've got a 10 of Cups over here, and this is all bottled up, right? This is overwhelming emotion. And I think that I think that this issue is blocking you from really feeling life, blocking you from having kind of the dispersal of this water energy in other areas of your life. It's kind of like the emotions are so locked up here that they're not flowing anywhere else, right? And this, I think, is leading to a lot of frustration just generally, okay? And I think that you're seeing that kind of bleed over into other relationships in your life. If this is a mom energy or a mother-in-law or older sibling or whatever it might be, I think that the tension there, the conflict there, is putting you at odds with other people in your life, other friends, other family members, that sort of thing, right? I think that our tempers are very short right now. Yeah. And then we've got that 2 of Swords in the position of the environment. It's almost like we're kind of shutting down. We're not willing to really talk to anybody. Yeah. And it's there's a blockage not only of that water energy, but then it feels as if we are, it's almost like we feel like we don't have time for other people right now, And I think because we feel so overwhelmed that it's kind of, it makes everything in life feel a lot more, hectic, right? Chaotic even. And so, it's really the 5 of Wands up here, that there's this looming energy over everything of being frustrating and being hectic and being just kind of, everything is a battle, right? And so the 2 of Swords is kind of like you're so exhausted from this situation that you really don't want to bother with anything else, The Queen of Swords that we have here in this position of what we don't want anybody looming over us telling us what we should be doing or thinking that they can analyze us. And maybe you're feeling that way towards me right now, and I totally get that. I'm just telling you what I see in these cards. I don't know the situation exactly, but I feel as if somebody's telling you what to do, and I feel like you really don't like that. And what we want is to release. What we want is the freedom. It feels like this is peace of mind. This is the clarity. This is now feeling as if we're light as air now, right? It's really the Fool is kind of has been released into this new life and this new future. But I think that this is a situation that can't last for very much longer. The 5 of Wands up here is not going to last. There's this tension. Eventually things are gonna just kind of continue to devolve. Okay. I want to do a Metatron Oracle card and see if we can get a little bit of clarity. The beacon, shine on, and detach from drama, look up. Yeah. So we're looking up, and what you see when you look up is you see that light, right? And I think that's the light of the Ace of Swords here, right? It's that divine energy coming in. It's just kind of that. We've released the tension mentally. We know that we've expressed ourselves, that we've dealt with this lingering issue. What is really there, the real cause of all of this tension and frustration and conflict. We've dealt with the real source of it, and now we feel a lot more free. Right? We've detached from that drama. And the Ace of Swords really is about the detachment from that drama. It's really the ability now for you to focus on what's important to you in life, what you really want to be doing with your energy, right? And we're trying to let this creative love energy, this water energy flow rather than being all bottled up here. Okay? Let's take a look at the mystery card and see if this gives us any further insight. I like this, detaching from drama and looking up at this light. There is a way out of this, right? Let's see what this card is. If you have a prediction for this, put it down in the comments. We see a Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is us, yeah, we got the 6, right? We're trying to have this conversation. You're going to be distracted. You're going to be kind of, it's kind of like you're going to be lured back into the conflict. Don't go astray. Don't do that. Stay focused. Stay to the heart of the matter, right? Stick to the plan here. Even if it's tempting to kind of go off on these little tangents and, really give someone a piece of your mind, no, you've got to stay focused. Okay? And this could be a family member, could be a coworker, whatever it is. We've got to go in with a plan, go in with kind of an agenda, and we've got to stick to that. Don't let ourselves be tempted or drawn down or pulled down into just that name calling and fighting and all that kind of stuff, right? And I think that's the way that you're able to get out of you what you need to get out so that you can have some freedom and you can have... you can finally move on from this and have a future, and not just feel stuck in this kind of conflict. And I don't know, this is somebody that you see often, right? So it's either someone you live with or someone you work with, but it's something you deal with on pretty much on a daily basis, it feels like. So we've got to say our piece, and then we've got to let it go. All right. We're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Gemini every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.